All right, guys, welcome back to this week's episode of the Social Update. I know we're live because my Apple Watch just told me so. We are streaming on our Facebook page. This will also be available on our YouTube channel as well, guys. So that's one thing we do want to mention is the fact that even if you can't catch the live streams, you will be able to watch the replays, obviously on Facebook as well, but they will also be, or they also are, over on our YouTube channel as well. So if you need to take a bit more time, you want to sit down, grab a drink, watch through the episode, we would encourage you to jump over to our YouTube channel and check it out. Guys, hope everybody is doing very well wherever you're tuning in from. If you are live on the live with us, would love you to give us a thumbs up in the comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We would love to hear from you. Now, another thing that we want to do just before we jump into this week's topics is if you guys have any particular areas of social media that you're having trouble with or you want to know more about a particular platform, right, let us know. Throw that into the comments below. We're more than happy to include that type of Q&A in future episodes of the Social Update as well, right? So the purpose of this show, to bring you the latest updates that you need to know about, but we're also happy to help you with any kind of questions that you might have as well, because we love to do a bit of live streaming Q&A. It's good fun. It's interactive. You guys get the answers to your questions. We get to create some great content. So it's a win-win for everybody. All right. This week on the Social Update, some big things happening in the social media world as there is every single week. Hence, we are bringing you this show. But stop waffling on, Anthony. Let's jump straight into this week's topic. Number one is Facebook has announced new limits on how many ads pages can run concurrently, right? So at one time. Now, the good news is that you don't have to freak out because for most people, for most advertisers, for most SMEs, this isn't going to change anything, right? It's not going to be an issue. But the reason that I've included it today is because there's a couple of really important points included in this article as to why they're doing this, and it relates to anybody who's running Facebook ads, right? So basically the announcement is around the fact that Facebook is going to limit, and they announced this in November last year, but they're going to limit the amount of ads that an ad account or a Facebook page can run at any one time, right? This is going to come into effect in February next year, so February 2021. So there is some time, don't worry. But basically, as explained by Facebook, when an advertiser runs too many ads at once, each ad delivers less often. This means that fewer ads exit the learning phase and more budget is spent before the delivery system can optimize performance. So, depending on your level of Facebook ad expertise, right? Inside of Facebook ads, in Ads Manager, you can create a campaign, right? That's the top level. You create a campaign, then under that campaign, you have ad sets, right? And you can have basically an unlimited amount of ad sets. And then inside of an ad set, you can have, well, at this point, an unlimited amount of ads as well, okay? So basically what they're saying is that when there's too many ads running, right, inside of one ad set, generally what happens is the person who's running the ads, let's say it's set at a $10 daily budget, right? So if your campaign is running at $10 a day for that campaign and you have, 3 ad sets and then let's say 5 ads in each of those 3 ad sets, how many ads are you running? 3 ad sets, 5 ads per ad set, 15 ads, okay? $10 allocated against 15 ads means that it's only a very small amount of money being able to be allocated to each ad. Therefore, as they say, the ads can't get delivered very well. So what happens is you have some ads run well and get most of the budget, and other ads just don't even see the light of day. And that makes it very hard for the algorithm to do its job and serve the ads that you've created to the right people at the right time in the right place so that you get the conversions that you're looking for, right? So basically, Facebook is hand-holding us again to a point because they are going to say, right, guys, you can't just run an unlimited amount of ads because generally the budget that you are allocating to it isn't enough to drive the right performance and get the results that you're looking for. So Facebook continuously updates and improves their platform to make it easier for people in a sense, because they need people to get good results in order for people to keep using the platform, right? So they also mention here that we discovered that 4 in 10 running ads fail to exit the learning phase, right? So for example, you've got 10 ads running. They're saying that 4 out of those 10 fail to exit the learning phase. The learning phase is the period of time that the ad needs generally to reach 50 conversions. Now that conversion might be link clicks, that conversion might be adds to cart, that conversion might be purchases. But the algorithm needs 50 of the conversions, whatever it is, to exit the learning phase, which means that it has then found the right type of people on Facebook to get you the best result. Most oftentimes, the budget's not big enough for the ads to exit that learning phase. So they're not optimized. Your performance and the stats aren't going to be as good as what they can be. Costs will be higher, etc., and so forth, right? So this is Facebook's way of trying to tidy this up. However, as I mentioned, it's not really going to affect most people because the limits are very generous, right? So the ad limit for anybody who is running, small to medium sized page, and their advertising budget is less than $100,000 a month across the last 12 months, you're still going to be able to run up to 250 ads at one time, right? So this isn't, per month or per year. This is 250 ads running at the same time. So for most businesses, it's not going to be an issue, right? As the amount of ad spend that you are spending on Facebook ads increases, so between 100,000 and a million, the 250 becomes 1,000, right? From 1 million to 10 million, you can run 5,000 ads, right? And it just incrementally scales up from there. But the point being is that we need to remember that the platform and the algorithm constantly changes. And what's happening now is the algorithms are getting so smart and sophisticated that they do a lot of the work and the heavy lifting in the back end. The skill with running Facebook ads now is not so much about, making tweaks every hour, changing your audiences, all this sort of stuff. Yes, that stuff still does need to happen and is very important, but you also need to know, understand, and realize that the algorithm needs time to learn, gather data, and optimize, right? And it's about knowing how to do that and how to manage the ads properly without touching it too much or not playing with it enough. Does that make sense? That's the skill in running Facebook ads, right? So again, not going to impact most people, but that was the lesson that I really wanted to get across there, is that instead of running lots and lots of ads, keep it simple, keep it small, make sure that you have a good enough budget allocated to drive the conversions needed for the ads to exit the learning phase, and you'll have a lot more success with your Facebook ads. Cool. All right. On to tip number 2. Tip number 2 for today, it's not a tip at all. It's actually a news article. It's a social update. But guys, we're talking TikTok again, right? We've talked TikTok on the last 3 episodes of the social update, and that's because it's an emerging platform. There is stories going on. There's stuff happening every single day with TikTok. Now, the first part of the story is that TikTok has again led, in August 2020, the most downloaded non-gaming app across all platforms, right? So overall downloads, App Store downloads, Google Play downloads, TikTok has sat in the number 1 position across the board, again, for August 2020, with something like 63.3 million installs across August. So super popular app, obviously the hottest app right now, and is it going to be with us for much longer, right? Trump has put that September 15 deadline in place, which time is running out very, very quickly. But another piece of breaking news that has come through only just yesterday, and that is that Oracle has won the TikTok takeover race, right? So there are still some questions remaining, but basically TikTok has won. Oracle has won in their bid to take on the US operations of TikTok. So TikTok at this stage has been saved, and you will be able to continue using it if you're based in the US. We'll just let that call run through. Guys, basically what's happening is that Oracle has won the bid for the US operations, and what's going to happen forward now is that Oracle is going to be announced as TikTok's trusted tech partner in the US, but the deal specifics are still a little bit shaky. So that will continue to evolve over a period of time, but you can all breathe a sigh of relief. It's not going anywhere. The social update area number 3 that we're going to talk about today is Facebook ads video co-watching functionality to Messenger. Tongue-tied today. So basically, this is another iteration, another version of Watch Party, which is available on Facebook right now. But this is called Watch Together, and it's built into Messenger. So functionality-wise, it's very much the same. The way that you access the platform is you start a video call on Messenger. So you might be, if you're locked down in Melbourne and your sister is in Sydney, you're going to jump onto Messenger, do a video call with her. You're going to be able to swipe over, click the Watch Together tab, and then basically it's free reign on what you can watch. Movies, clips, skits, all sorts of things that are inbuilt into the platform. And you can watch that content in real time, talk to each other while it's going on, enjoy each other's reactions. They really are trying to bring in that community feel, right? Being able to have that movie night experience with people who you can't be in the same location physically. So yes, it's not exactly the same, but it's a great feature for those who want to dive into it, want to incorporate something different, right? We've had millions and millions and millions of Zoom calls with work, friends, family, colleagues over the last 9 months basically of 2020, and this is just another way that we can continue to stay in touch, but freshen it up a little bit. Let's watch a movie together. Let's watch some of our favorite content together, and enjoy a video call that way. So. Check that out. That's the co-watching feature called Watch Together inside of Messenger. And guys, that's it. That's the wrap for today's social media update. So we covered off on Facebook announces a limit on the number of ads that a page can run, effective February 2021. TikTok, again, leads the downloads across the board in August 2020. Super popular platform. And Oracle has won the takeover bid for the US operations. So it's not going to go anywhere. And Facebook also introduces Watch Together inside of Messenger. So that is your social update today, guys. Let us know which announcement there that you enjoyed the most. Which one are you going to get the most out of? Are you somebody that runs Facebook ads and you need to stay up to date with what's happening inside of Ads Manager? Let us know. Or are you somebody who likes to know what's happening with the platforms, right? All these breaking news stories, such as TikTok being sold and saved. Let us know in the comments. Would love to know. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next week for the social update.